Well, hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit. I wasn't going to do another video, but something made me laugh before. Just taking my dogs for a quick walk. I was listening to something before with a Home Secretary now, as apparently some of you out there might know it, where you're not allowed to look at Pornhub or these what's called wanking sites. She's put the hammer down on everybody. No more wanking. So all the kids, no more wanking from in the UK. No way, Jose. That is a top priority of the UK Labour Party government. They've had a big talk in number 10 Downing Street. And he said, bang the table, we got to stop the wanking. Keir Starmer said, we must stop all this wanking in the UK now. And Yvette Cooper goes, yes, mein Führer, we must stop these people wanking in the UK as soon as possible. It's a priority. Oh, it made me laugh. Absolutely made me laugh. Can you imagine what these... There's people running around that they know who they are, going around committing sexual offences against young uns, and they're not bothered with that. No, they're not bothered with that. They won't send the police out to stop these people, but they must stop the British-born wanker. Yes, it's a top priority, stopping the British-born wanker. Now, this is what I'll say about it. I can't really comment about the wanking. But if you're that way inclined, the way I find out lots of my information is by using a thing called a VPN. Now, if some of you older people don't know about this, sorry, I'm just laughing. If you want to search for information in the UK, a lot of it is blocked. I learnt that a long time ago. So what you do then is you have your own VPN. And if you go onto an app store, I can't remember which make of the one I have, but you basically go on an app store, pick one that's pretty reliable, and you'll have a few options. I can't remember the one off the top of my head I use. But then what it does is when you go and search in the results, come on here. Say you're searching for something that's blocked in the UK about, what are you looking at, sweet? Come on here. Sorry. Say you're searching for something that's blocked in the UK, some kind of journalistic thing, or some money thing that's been hidden or whatever, and the UK stop you looking at it. What happens is when you have this this app, you can set this app and you can click on when you want to use it and when you don't want to use it. So you can just search in the UK most of the time. But then when you want to search for something that isn't in the UK, for instance, say you wanted to search for something that's been blocked in the UK, you click onto this app on your home screen, and then it'll switch your location to another part in the world. And the one I've got is free. So you can search, say you wanted to go to do your 5-knuckle shuffle, or you wanted to go and see about some journalistic thing. You just click on your downloaded app then on your home screen, and it'll say you're instead of you be searching from the UK, it'll make you search from, say, the USA or any other country in the world, and nobody can trace you, and you go completely around it all. So all that stuff is lifted then. You can't block anything off you. So all these kids know all this. They think, you know, the only people who are getting had by this are us lot, the oldies. All these kids know this. They all search through these VPNs. So like I said, if you want to go have a look for journalistic stuff that's blocked in this country, you can search from any country you want. So you can search from as if you're in the USA or Denmark or Finland or Africa, South Africa or whatever, and then you just press then on the actual home screen app to say apply, and then anything you search for then says you're based in America, so nobody can trace you, and it's all untraceable. And then as soon as you finish searching for what you want to look for, click that back, and you'll be back to the old server in the UK. That's what everybody does who knows about it. So I was just laughing at it before. All these young uns know this already. How naive are these people in charge of the UK if they don't understand that? Hey, Christ. So they put lots of stuff under firewall, see, in the UK, so that they don't want us to see it. So, you know, and I can't think of an example, but you know what I mean. If say they put something where you can't search for some money of some asylum seeker or somebody's committed some crime in some other country, but when you put it on this VPN, then searching from that country, you can get it all, and it's all encrypted and things like that. It doesn't cost anything. So there we are. There's a five knuckle shuffle for you. Go onto the App Store, search for VPNs, and then find one that's quite popular. Click on that, and some of them are free, some of them aren't. And then download that. If I can remember the name, I'll put it into the comments down below. Not the comments, the description of the one I use. It's free. And then every time you want to search for some stuff, just click on that thing on your home screen, and it'll switch it over then for the time you're using it. So, because they don't want you wanking. No way, Jose. No way. Oh, God. It is comical, isn't it? Is that all they got to think about? And another thing today I noticed, they haven't got enough police to put on the channel there to stop these people coming in. Oh no, we haven't got enough. But they have literally put out thousands upon thousands upon thousands of police out on the streets this last few days to stop people protesting against migrants. It's like an army. They have literally put an army of policemen out there to stop anybody protesting against the migrants, but they're not willing to put any police to enforce them, stop them coming in. That should say something. That should tell you something. Because they're trying to enforce things on me. You know, like, you know, I talk about this subject. I noticed Yvette Cooper now is trying to bring a new law in where Ofcom and other things can literally remove your channel if you talk about these subjects. It's getting worse and worse and worse. It really is. And I know I laughed at the start of it, but it is sinister, isn't it? Really sinister. And I think what's happening really is they're on the run. The governments of the day, Conservative and Labour and Liberals, they realise they are cooked. Their goose is cooked. And what does people do like that? They thrash out then to try and go worse. So before things collapse, they start doing things that are idiotic. And this is what it is. Because they're trying, because people are protesting now peacefully, they can't get them to riot, really. There's various ones happening, but not a great deal. And because they can't control them, they decide, we've got to use the stick to control you. And they're starting to bring the stick out, and that makes us worse, because we're not doing it for the reasons they say we are. We're just worried British citizens. And thus, it'll keep going like that. I've seen it with lots of countries where they start bringing the stick out to try and control everybody, and it just goes worse. Because they don't listen to the people in their own country. We're not bad people. We're just people who are slightly worried, and more than slightly worried. In 20 or 30 years, we're going to be a minority here in our own country. That's what it's all about. So, the old wanking laws, that's what I'm going to call them from now on. The wanking laws. So, Mr. Starmer will be in his little meeting in number 10 now saying, how's the wanking laws, the non-wanking laws, how are they going? Come on, tell me, Yvette. Well, Prime Minister, the wanking laws in full force. Full force. Is there any way round it? Well, there is the VPN way round it all. But most of the people don't know about that. So, clueless, really. Clueless. Well, there we are. I wasn't going to put another video out, but it just tickled me before. I'm going to call it the new non-wanking law. So keep your hands out your pockets, people. Don't be caught. Yeah, don't be caught. There'll be people putting you in the wanking cells. Over and out. Ta-da! Ta-da!